Before we go into the excitement of what's going to happen this summer, and I'm pretty sure we all think it's going to be very exciting, can we just have a look back at the last couple of seasons? It's fair to say it's been a mixed bag, especially last season and a little bit of the one before. What will Manuel's legacy be?
Well, let's be objective first. Over 3 years, we won our second Premier League title in the history of the club. We've won 2 League Cups under Manuel. We've gone to the semi-finals of the Champions League for the first time. We've scored, I think, an incredible amount of goals. At one point, I think in our first season, we scored 151 goals in total, which was a club record, I think a league record. So there's a lot of achievements that have been made in those 3 years that I think we all have to recognize Manuel and the team around him. And we should thank them and be grateful for these achievements. At the same time, I think we also can't hide the disappointment, particularly this year. We've had, I think all of us came with high expectations for this season. And I think at the end of the day, I cannot hide the disappointment of myself, obviously, Sheikh Mansour. I know the fans of the club, and I'm sure the entire team.
Leicester City winning the league, I think, was a shock to everyone in England. I think at one point, everyone, when they realised no one else was going to win the league, that everyone suddenly became happy about it. What can we learn from the way they won the league and their team? Anything?
I think, as a football fan, it's an incredible achievement, and it's something I'm delighted for Leicester, for their fans, for everybody involved in that club. It's an incredible achievement, and I think we can all really just hats off and commend them for an incredible, and really I think maybe it's the right time on behalf of everyone at Manchester City Football Club congratulate Leicester for this tremendous achievement. I take a lot from the passion they've shown. This was a team that, from the first game of the season till the last game of the season, one thing they gave it all, every game. You had a team that fought hard, that put a lot of passion, a lot of commitment, and you can see it in every game that they've played. And sometimes passion and commitment doesn't win you trophies, but certainly it pushes you to limits. And I think what Leicester did this year is, while they didn't have the resources of many other clubs in the Premier League, they had in abundance passion and commitment, and that won them the league.
And of course, next season they're going to be up against a Pep Guardiola-led Manchester City. How pleased are you that he's coming in? And is it the start of a new era? Because that's how it feels, certainly working at the club, and I think to the fans as well. I think it's that maybe that the team that Roberto built and Manuel took on is now it's not finished, but it's time for a new era. Is that how you see it?
I am absolutely excited about Pep joining our team. I consider Pep to be one of the best, if not the best manager today in football. We are getting a manager that is, I think, epitomizes, in my view, passion and commitment. He's a winner. He's a proven winner. He has won professionally in every team he's coached. His record in Bayern Munich, his record in Barcelona, I think speaks for itself. The trophies, he's won every single club competition out there, from the Champions League to the La Liga to the Bundesliga to the respective cups in both leagues he's played. We are getting a proven winner. We are getting a passionate man. We are getting someone that I think will be an incredible asset to Manchester City, and I have no doubt that he will transform our team to a whole new level.
City fans like nothing more than to see one of their own come through the ranks, make the first team. It's always extra special. Those sorts of players always get a little bit more patience from the crowd. They can make mistakes that others can't make. How will Pep bridge that gap between the academy and the first team?
Well, that's one of the reasons why Pep was so highly considered by us. That's really that ethos that we have at Manchester City that Pep, I think, actually believes to the bone. He's done that with Barcelona. He's done that with Bayern Munich. Even with the abundance of talents that he had in both respective first teams, Pep always has a knack for talent. And he loves to find young players that have incredible talent. He finds that talent, he nurtures it, and you find them evolve and really, succeed in both respective first team experiences that he's had in Barcelona and Bayern Munich. I think today, at our club, we have that. I think we have incredible talent today. This is the first time in years since we've started this this experience that truly and at every level almost within the team, the football club, we'd have incredible talent. We really do. This is an organization that has won the under-10s national championship, under-13s, under-15s, and then the under-18s this year. We are competitive with a lot of talent across all age levels, going all the way to the EDS. And Pep, I think, will enjoy that, and I think we'll find a lot of gems that we're going to produce out of that.
Do you see a time when half of City's team will be homegrown, or at least half? And is that an ambition or a plan?
Yes, you have to, and I think this has always been our objective and the premise behind the investment we've made in the City Football Academy and the infrastructure that we have in place today. This has been operational now for 2 years, and we're starting to see the outcomes and the results of that this season, and I hope for many seasons to come. We would like to have the maximum amount of players in the first team coming out of our academy. Now we also have to recognize the Premier League is evolving very quickly also. The level of competition, the level of quality in the Premier League is remarkable. There is no easy game in this league. There just isn't. Home or away. You could play as champions of England, or of the Premier League, sorry, home or away against the bottom of the table, and I assure you, it is an extremely difficult game, both home and away. Very few leagues, I don't believe any other league in the world has that. And that's the beauty of the Premier League, and that's why it's going to be even more competitive in next year and the years to come. We have to learn from that, and we have to constantly be ready for the next challenge. I believe the next challenge for us, but to be honest for every other top team in the Premier League, it's going to be how do you deal with the additional challenge of a much more competitive league. It's a beautiful challenge. It's great for the Premier League. It's great for us as a team in the Premier League, but it's also going to make it even more difficult to win the league. I think winning the Premier League is getting more and more difficult and will get tremendously more difficult next year.
What will the policy be this summer? Will there be a huge churn of players? Will there be 5 or 6 in or 5 or 6 out, or do you not envisage it being that many?
We have to keep that balance always between what we've built and the future. We have to keep a balance between age groups, between young players, experienced players. We have to keep a balance, and obviously all this balance is really in the hands of Pep. Pep has a particular way that he wants to manage the squad, a particular way that he wants to play, and I think we'll need particular players that I think will join the team that fit and will be molded to the way he'd like this team to play. And there's some players that their time is right for them to move on. So I think that we will have some changes this summer. We will invest, as we've always done, in this club, in this team. We will provide the necessary resources for Pep to build a team that has the ambition and the capability to go and win back this Premier League for us, to go as far as we can and try to win the Champions League, and as I said earlier, to keep pushing at the cups.